friends! Welcome back to Decorate Your Life. Remember this perpetual calendar I made over the summer? It's just been sitting there, and I've been racking my brain about what to do with all these tags. Today, I finally found the answer. We're turning them into a set of pretty handmade birthday cards. If you love easy card making tutorials and using what you already have in your stash, this card making tutorial is for you.
When you wanna add a little sparkle, when you need a little shine, come on over, grab your scissors, let's create and make it fly.
The first thing that I did was measure the tags so that I would know the length and width of the birthday cards. My measurements came out to 6.5 by 4.5, so I trimmed my cardstock accordingly. So there's a backstory to this project, and believe it or not, this video was almost not made. I almost didn't upload this card making tutorial simply because right now everyone is uploading their Christmas and holiday craft videos, and here I am playing with my summer collections. Some of you already know that for years I've been donating many of my handmade crafts to local churches, nursing homes, and different organizations that try to bring a little joy into someone's day. A few weeks ago, I dropped off a pretty sizable donation at one of our local churches. I wasn't expecting anything back, but they sent me the sweetest thank you card with all of the girls' signatures, and they even emailed me a photo of one of the recipients. I got to see her smiling with her goodies, and honestly, that just made my whole day. In that email, they mentioned that every month they celebrate the birthdays of the girls who have a birthday that month, and that now, with all these handmade goodies, those birthdays are going to feel extra special. So I emailed them back and said, you know what? I also have a bunch of handmade card samples I've created over the years. I'd be more than happy to send you a box of cards that you can use for those birthday celebrations. Well, then reality hit. I started cleaning up my craft room and realized I really didn't have that many cards left. Over the years, I must have donated more than I thought. At that point, I just stood there thinking, I kind of backed myself into a corner. I promised them all these birthday cards, and I only have a handful. So I started looking around my craft space for ideas, and that's when this perpetual calendar was staring right back at me. All those monthly tags were just sitting there, and that's when I had my little aha moment. I could take this old project apart and turn every one of those tags into a handmade birthday card. So that's the backstory behind this birthday card project. Now let's jump into the tutorial. What you see me doing here is cutting a mat for the first monthly tag I'm using. This gives the handmade birthday card a more finished, layered look, and it also helps me use up some of that cardstock I've been hoarding in my stash for years. When you're layering mats on your card, a good rule of thumb is to go down by 1/8 of an inch for each layer. My card base measures 6.5 inches by 4.5 inches, so this mat is cut to 6 3/8 by 4 3/8. That tiny difference gives you a nice, even border all the way around. You can use this same measurement trick on any handmade birthday card or card making project you do. The first couple of birthday cards just have simple mats, a pastel cardstock layer to add a bit of dimension to the card and frame those monthly tags. After I made 2 or 3 cards, I decided to step it up a notch and add a pretty decorative edge to the mat on our birthday cards. So I dusted off an old Martha Stewart border punch that I haven't used in years, and I'm so glad I did. Little details like this make your handmade birthday cards look extra special without adding a lot of extra work. Because I wanted these birthday cards to have that inlaid border look, I kept the mat the same size as the card base. That way, the punched edge becomes the star of the background. As you can see in the video, it gives the cards such a pretty, finished look, which is exactly what I was hoping for. Here's a little money-saving tip I want to share with you. When you're out shopping for craft supplies and you see fun foam on sale, grab a few sheets. Those of you who've been subscribed to Decorate Your Life for years know that card making used to be the staple on this channel. Now that I'm an independent shop owner, I get to play with all kinds of crafty projects, depending on my mood. But one thing hasn't changed. I still love adding lots of dimension to everything I make. The problem is, if I relied only on foam dots and foam tape, I'd go through them like water, and that gets expensive fast. Fun foam is a great budget-friendly alternative. You get that same raised, dimensional look on your handmade cards for a fraction of the cost, and the best part is you can trim it down to whatever size you need. So if you love dimensional handmade birthday cards and 3D card making, keep some fun foam in your stash. I hope you enjoyed this birthday card tutorial and that it gave you some new ideas for your own card making projects. I'm still playing with ideas for the little number tags from the calendar, so if you can think of any fun holiday projects or ways to use them, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your ideas. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing to my channel. It really does mean a lot. Until next time.
Let's craft today.